Hello, I am Yolanda Stormborn, Queen of Cakes, crumb coat and chill dancer, turkey skinator inventor, and mother of the buttercream eggs. Welcome to How to Cake It. This week for the Game of Thrones final season, and because it's Mother's Day and I am the mother of cakes, I caked dragon eggs. It's just as serious to be the mother of cakes as it is to be the mother of dragon eggs. It's a very serious position to hold. To begin making these cakes, I baked 3D egg cakes using an egg-shaped pan, and I used chocolate cake. I feel that chocolate cake is the mother of all cakes. Now I remove each egg half from its pan. I like to use a small straight spatula just to help loosen the top. I will level my cakes. I really should have used this.
Yeah.
It would have been dramatic.
Yep.
Turn it out, remove the parchment paper, and I am ready to dig a secret chamber. I want to put a buttercream egg inside my dragon egg cakes because I couldn't find baby dragons. You wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
We looked everywhere. I cut open some Kinder eggs, removed the toy. Into these egg halves, I'm going to pipe some Italian meringue buttercream, just fill up the shell, and then use a small spatula to level the buttercream in the shell. Once your chocolate eggs have been filled with buttercream, we can put them in the fridge to chill. We want that buttercream to set up. Yeah. Cody looked, Orhan looked, I looked, Connie and Jocelyn looked.
Walmart, there's
nowhere. Even Walmart, when Walmart doesn't have it, they don't have it. Excuse me, where is your dragon egg aisle?
How would you put them inside them?
We're gonna get there.
Oh, I see.
Orhan,
So
there's
you're not
footage.
Just showing it in, right?
No, there's footage. I have an extra half of a chocolate egg that I didn't fill with buttercream, and I'm gonna use this egg to help measure where it should be inserted in my cakes. I'm gonna use this extra egg and measure all 6 of my cake halves and place my egg on top, upside down, and then I just use a small paring knife to sort of trace around the egg. And after that, I can lift it off and use a spoon to dig out just enough cake so that the egg sits snugly in place.
Maybe Game of Thrones, secret chambers.
It's fitting. Of course, we invented secret chambers. Yeah. But is there a lot of like nooks and crannies where people like hide away?
Yeah.
So they can betray each other and backstab each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all that happens in Game of Thrones. Everybody betrays each other.
Really?
Yeah.
You better not betray me.
No, I won't.
This will not happen in this episode. Now that all 6 cakes have a secret chamber, it's time for Sir Squeeze. Where is my, what would he be? I'm not calling him my king.
I think he will be
my servant. He's going to help me shower these cakes in simple syrup. I'm only gonna shower the dome side. Normally when I do 3D cakes or spheres, I simple syrup both sides of the cake. However, because I'm going to glue these eggs together with melted chocolate, I need to be careful that the surface of my cake is not too wet, otherwise it won't work. The simple syrup is soaked in, and now I'm going to flip my cakes over, sort of one set of cakes at a time. If the flat surface of your cakes are a bit moist from the simple syrup, you can just use a clean paper towel to help sort of dab that up. Now, it's time to make sure that our buttercream-filled eggs fit into our secret chambers. And they do. Okay guys, Yo-Yo Day is coming up once again. It's a day where we try to hook up all our yo-yos with free sweet treats. That means all of you, all over the world. So check the link in the description below for more details and stay tuned for Yo-Yo Day. Yo-Yo Day is coming. There's an army of sweets coming your way. I've melted some dark chocolate candy melts, and that's what I'm gonna use to glue these eggs together. So now I'm gonna spoon on my melted chocolate and spread it around the top of one half of the egg with a small offset spatula. Spread your chocolate evenly, place your buttercream chocolate egg back into the center of that egg, and then get your hands under each sort of domed half of each egg and quickly and carefully sandwich them together. And then you just want to lay the egg down, and I used a small spatula to just ice away any excess chocolate that's dripping out of the egg. We're going to give these eggs a moment to chill so that the chocolate firms up completely. completely.
You know, in Game of Thrones, they say a dragon egg can buy you a huge army or like lots of ships.
Really?
It's very, very valuable.
Why didn't you tell me that before I gave you the buttercream eggs? What did you buy with them?
That was my betrayal.
I feel like I wouldn't use a megaphone in this time period. No. I feel like I'd have somebody else announce it.
Yeah.
Yes! The chocolate has set in my 3 egg cakes, and now it is time
to commence the crumb coat and chill.
That was amazing. Thank you, Cody. And as soon as that crumb coat is chilled, I'm going to ice them again with Italian meringue buttercream and chill it once again. I did use my invention to help me ice the egg cakes. It really helps when your cake is super curved. Although I feel like my invention in the context of this episode is like years ahead.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Ahead of its time.
Yeah.
So they would probably think that it was great.
There you go. I used my black magic to help me ice my egg cakes nice and smooth and chill them again. While my cakes are chilling, I am going to roll out 3 colors of fondant into sheets. I have an orange fondant, a green fondant, and a brown fondant. I'm rolling all 3 of these colors out as thin as I can, and I'm gonna place them on cake boards in a sheet and put them in the fridge to chill for a little bit. Okay. How can this hair be worse than my own hair? It's so fascinating. Do they have brushes on Game of Thrones?
No.
Oh, okay. So I have all my sheets of fondant in the fridge, and one at a time I'm gonna take them out. And what I'm using is actually a petal cutter. It's like one cutter from a set that I have that's to make roses. And I'm just gonna cut out hundreds of petals from each color.
Oh.
That was not tedious at all.
Why didn't you make your army do it?
I should have.
Yeah, you have a huge army.
I technically had a helper. I enlisted Shannon. If you haven't met Shannon, she has made some cakes over on How to Cake It Step by Step.
Oh, let's put the link here.
Oh yes! Link to Shannon. Shannon is one of my head cake advisors. And she really helped us out. Really.
Thanks, Shannon.
Thank you, Shannon. She legitimately was like at a table for 2.5 hours only cutting petals.
Oh.
And that would have been me, except I am the princess of the sprinkle throne. So now that I have hundreds of petals thanks to Shannon, I'm going to start to apply them to my egg cakes. We're gonna start with one end of the egg, and then I use a circle cutter to just mark a little indent into my buttercream in the center of that, what would be the bottom of the egg. Now I'm going to take 6 petals and line them up, use that circle to help me line them up, sort of like a flower. And this is the starting point for laying all the other petals up the egg. So those first 6 petals will stick directly to the buttercream. But we also need some clear piping gel and a brush to brush onto the back of our petals. This way, wherever the petal touches buttercream, it will stick, but where fondant touches fondant, we need that piping gel to help it stick together.
I would like to say, the dragons on the show are actually not dragons. Technically, they're wyverns.
I don't even know what you just said. What are they?
Wyverns.
What? So what is a wyvern? Legendary creature with a dragon's head and wings. Did you write to Game of Thrones?
I'm planning.
Why are you calling them dragon eggs when they are clearly wyvern eggs?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's misinformation.
It's misinformation about mythical creatures.
Yeah.
It's not right.
Yeah.
Somebody should do something. So I keep going with this pattern and just keep going all the way to the top of the cake. Woo! I didn't only cake dragon eggs for Mother's Day. We are also having an amazing sale on my website where everything is up to 40% off.
Get your mom some stuff to bake for you.
No, get yourself some stuff and bake for your mom. I'm just gonna sit here and wait for my baked goods. Hello? Hello? All right, so now I have 3 dragon eggs and it's time to give them some oomph. I feel like dragon eggs have oomph.
Oh my god, obviously. They breathe fire.
Exactly. So I'm going to paint each one of my eggs. I want to enhance the color, but also kind of antique the color, if you know what I mean. On the orange egg, first I dry brushed it with some ivory powder, and then I ended up painting with a little bit of ivory and orange and just some green in it to dull it. And I painted that all over the egg. The applying is kind of tricky because you want to get it into every little crevice. Like now you basically have all these like V shapes along the egg. You want to make sure that you get it all on the sides of every petal and in every nook and cranny. For the green cake, I painted with some ivory and green. In the end, it was a little too dull and ancient for my liking, so I went back and painted some brighter green over it. The number one thing I learned about Game of Thrones today is it's the opposite of how to cake it. Well, we don't just walk around talking about who to betray. This is so bright. This room is the opposite of darkness. I mean, except for you, we have you. We have a spot of darkness. And for the brown egg, I'm using a little bit of cappuccino dust and some brown food coloring, and I painted that all over my egg. Now I'm just gonna let the paint dry, and then it's time to dig in. Don't worry, no wyverns were hurt. It's buttercream inside. I know a lot of you are probably planning a Game of Thrones finale party, so share this video with your friends. Share this video with someone who will make these egg cakes and bring it to your finale party. Real life story. I gave Orhan 2 of these eggs, and where did you take it, Orhan?
I took them to a Dungeons and Dragons game.
He took them to a Dungeons and Dragons game. Like, I felt like my babies were in the right hands.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons or Dungeons and Wyverns?
You use dragons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back next week. And in the meantime, don't forget to check out our Mother's Day compilation over on How to Cake It Step by Step. But now I must go and conquer Cakeros.